Nets beat the Chicago Bulls 117-111. Joe Harris, you can have a side baby with one of my big booty aunties anytime. Brothers Whole Beat is in the house. Nets fans rejoice. I I personally didn't think we were going to win this game. I was tempted to bet against my own team. And the only reason why, before everybody flips out, is because nobody knows the Nets like I know the Nets. And if I'm going to be irresponsible, well, when I bet, it's not irresponsible. It's calculated risk. But I felt like if I was going to bet on a team or bet against a team, it should be mine. You know, if cold-blooded capitalism, which this is a capitalist country, we have a president that lost the election by 3 million votes. So we're not a democratic country. We are a capitalist country. Okay? Right? Our elections are bought and paid for by corporations. So if we are truly an American country, and if I am patriotic, I should have bet this game. I would have lost, but I should have bet this game. Or I should feel okay betting against my team. But I wanted to spend this Saturday afternoon, rooting for my team, hoping they would find a way to win without Kyrie Irving. And they did. And please, nobody get stupid and say, oh, we look better without Kyrie. No, we didn't. This was one of the most unenjoyable games to watch of all year. But I did find things that I really, really like. Starting with Joe Harris. See, Joe Harris is not a superstar. Okay? He is not a penultimate player that you could jump on his back and he will lead you to victory. That championship glory is in his hands to deliver. See, but Joe Harris is a player that you must have on your team if you're going to win ball games. Right? I hope Joe Harris is the Nets coach. He is a winner. Okay? The things he does, right? They are the things that championship teams need to win. He shoots the ball. He shares the ball. He plays defense in and above his head. No, matter of fact, nobody on the Nets guarded power forwards tonight better than Joe Harris. He was in the passing lanes. He was grabbing rebounds. He was making layups. The man was amazing. Okay? Joe Harris tonight, ladies and gentlemen, was a plus 16. The next highest was Garrett Temple, a plus 10. A lot of that is because he played with Joe Harris. When he did not play with Joe Harris, Garrett Temple was a negative 6. Right? So, what can we say? Right? Thank you, Jesus, for Joseph of Nazareth. Hallowed be thy name. Thy championship come. Thy thrill will be done. At Barclays, as it is in heaven. Joe Harris, we thank you as Nets fans. We Joseph and his Technicolor three ball. It's a beautiful thing to see. Right? He didn't shoot the ball particularly well tonight. He was only 2 of 8 from 3-point line. But at the same time, he had a 53.3% field goal percentage. That's really damn good on a night that you shot piss poor from the 3-point line. Now, I will say this, right? Joe didn't do it alone, right? The other person that came through for us today was Jared Allen. I'm going to hold Jared Allen until later. You know why? Because it's going to bridge what I didn't like about tonight. Right? You know? Because I'm too excited to hold my excitement to talk about Nick Claxton. Nick Claxton +4 tonight, came off the bench, played power forward, you know. He didn't get any blocks, but he was 4 of 6 from the field, and he got 2 rebounds. You need to get in the gym, son. But the eye test tells me Nicole's son is going to be good. Hey, Nicole. Hey. I see you out there on Twitter. Nick Claxton has a little bit of it all. And he scored the only post-up point of the Nets season. He has nice little hook shot. He could do some things. I like it. I like it a lot. Nick Claxton, we're going to keep an eye on you. He's not ready, Nets fans. He's not ready to deal with the physical rigors of the NBA. These are men out there. Nick, you could look at Nick and see, hey, he's a little skinny. He's got developing to do. Right? So I'll also talk about the scoring leader, Spencer Dinwiddie, in foul trouble almost the entire game. Right? He only got 4 assists, shot 45% from the field. I mean, he did Dinwiddie things. The most important thing that he did tonight, he did not miss any free throws. Nets don't win this game if Dinwiddie doesn't go 14 for 15 to the line. And he drew them as well. So getting 15 free throw attempts, the boy did his thing. Right? I don't love that he turned the ball over 4 times. But Nets don't win without him. He's not the reason the Nets won. The reason the Nets won is one Joey buckets, right? That's the person who brought it home tonight. Played 35 minutes too, Joseph. I see you, Joseph. My man, I'm telling you. Get a Haitian side bitch. I'm telling you, you'll never regret it, Joseph. You're not married anyway, so, hey. Oh, fiance, right? Something like that. Whatever. Don't matter. Have a break baby with one of my aunties. You that great. You are that great. That brings me to Jared Allen. Jared Allen is the second reason, I would say before Spencer Dinwiddie. Right? Jarrett Allen was a +6 tonight. Not that I think plus minus is that important. But the Nets won by 6, and he's a +6. So, hey. He played 21 minutes in this game. And he played 0 minutes in the fourth quarter. 0 minutes after having 7 rebounds, 11 points. And the most astounding thing was he was 5-5 from the field, 100%. Had 2 blocks. Jarrett was a one-man defense out there today. And that shouldn't surprise you. He's playing against people his age. Usually he's playing against grown men. In soccer, they have the under 23s. It's because in European football, they recognize when you're 23 and under, unless you're special, unless you're like an all-time great, you usually aren't going to get much burn on a professional football team. And I don't mean that fiasco that Kaepernick is trying to get back into. In European football, they understand that under 23 isn't really supposed to be professional yet. I mean, it happens all the time. There's always some 17-year-old wonder kid who makes his debut, at the top flight level. But when you're 21 years old, like Jarrett Allen is, you're typically not really ready. Jarrett Allen played magnificent tonight. And one of the things that I hated tonight was that Kenny Atkinson, squelched that progress. He didn't bring Jarrett Allen to close the game. He was the hot hand. I never want to hear that hot hand nonsense again. I hated DeAndre Jordan's first half. I was not impressed. All right. He did have a decent fourth quarter. But why would you mess with Jarrett Allen's head and not bring him back in the fourth? What are you trying to prove? Are you trying to make value out of that 4 years and $40 million left that you have in Jarrett Allen? Jarrett Allen is a top 5 bad contract in the NBA right now. Nobody's trading for it. Right. But these are the things that happen when you have superstars and you let them pick the players. Many of a GM has been doomed because a superstar has told them, get this player. He accentuates my game. Oh, he could ball. Like, give him a shot. Basketball players make the worst GMs. See one Michael Jeffrey Jordan. It's just not a smart idea. Never listen to them. Right? GMs have to have a game plan and they're supposed to execute that game plan. They're not supposed to listen to players because players don't know what they're talking about. Right? Another player that I'm not 100% happy with, but this is the reason why he needs minutes, is because he has so much in his bag. And that's Jonin Musa. Jonin played a strong 29 minutes, but he only got 5 points and surprisingly 7 rebounds. I mean, the kid is 6'9". If he could ever get that scoliosis or whatever's going on with his back together, he probably is 6'10". Right? But he only shot 22%. And everyone knows I love the Dizza. The RZA, the Dizza. Old dirty bastard DeAndre Jordan. Inspect the deck and you've got to do better. Jonin, you know I believe in you. You know I'm one of your stans. No, I'm not one of. But you are one of my sons.